A very good morning to you all. Let's have a look at what the trend is doing, and we are yet to see a substantial movement to the upside. We are yet to break the structure, and this is the daily time frame, and the structure we're anticipating it's at this point. Okay, the structure that when it's taken, we know that we have changed the tide is usually and is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure. So once it's taken, then we are sure we are broken, change the tide. Now, what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? This is an example from here down to this point. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or rather, yeah, from here to here, if we look at the internal structure, this is a five structure to the downside. This is 1, and this is a 2 here. Then after this another structure to the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5. So structure. And a break of 2 usually signify that we are going up. And once we wrote the origin, which is 1, then you know. So here also, if you look at here, so once you have corrections, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure also, you know, to this point. Then after this correction, we broke down again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure. So we still believe that we are going down to complete this as a 5-wave structure. So on the daily, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 structure. That is what it's looking like. Now, we expect to be seeing reactions around this area. Now, let me zoom before we go inside here to see what exactly is happening. So we are going to look at something here. On the daily time frame, this is like an impulse. We've said so much about this, but in terms of retracement of the old, because what we are trying to, the price is trying to do is to make a 2 or a B. So is either a 1 and a 2 or an A and a B. So usually we are looking at reactions from some levels. So where are those levels? Let me mark those levels. We're looking at reactions from those levels because you have to look at all these things in different, from different perspectives to see what price is likely going to do. We have talked so much about this perspective being an A, B, C, or B, and that we are seeing a C. We have talked about that and what likely we are going to get. In terms of an extension, because the C, this is B here, and A to B in terms of an extension is well over 1, 2, 3. So it's well over 1, 2, 3. It's about around a bit over 1.414. In terms of A, B, and if you're going to get that, we probably will expect a 1, 2, 3. So, and movement to the downside, but that is not as important as extension or retracement of the old pack, which is from here, as we are trying to recover this movement from here. We're trying to recover this movement from here. So, which is more important? than whatever this one is given. Okay, so in terms of that, what retracement are we from this low to this point? So price had failed to react at 38. So this is 50. So we are expecting reactions here. If we fail here, then this is the next place we should see a reaction. Now we are broken this low, and we are broken this as well now. So the price is on this, been testing it. So we are going to break low. So this is the next destination at 1.0400. So we should be seeing a reaction here. And this reaction can be big. It can actually end this move. And we might be having either a correction for more downside, or from 50, we can begin to go up to break this top. So we are going to pay attention to this. It's about 58 pips away. So we're going to pay attention to this. It's very important that we pay attention. So a failure here means that price is coming to this point. But we are again trying to look at the structure and trying to look at the break of that structure. It's important. So we now know that we have to endure about 56 pips or 58 pips to see what kind of reaction we are going to get here. It's going to be very important. And the next point will now be around 10200 if we fail here. And from here to here is about 200 pips. But now let's see what happens here. I don't think this price is going to stop further until it gets to this point now. So let's, in terms of trying to see these as a possible A, B, C, and this is at 1.4 and an extension of 122 to the downside. That from this base of A, which is the end of A, to the origin of B, if that is what price is going to do, we should be coming here. 123 is here, in between. Or let's say 127, 123, 127. But let's stay at 123. Should be there. But I don't think price will honor that. That is not as important as the whole of this. So I would take this as a point of reaction than taking this as a point of reaction. That is my own opinion now. Now that we know that this is what we're likely going to get, let's go into 4-hour time frame to look at this. Before that, let's look at the trend. Let's look at the trend to see what's this is the trend. That's the trend to break. We're looking to break that. At this point of this trade, you have to be very careful. All you can do is, if you see an ABC correction to the upside, take a small bit and go down with it. Otherwise, there may be a very big reaction anytime that will break structure. So in times to break structure now on this daily time frame, I'm so sorry that this is not the immediate structure you'll be looking at. Well, this is the first structure, but it doesn't confirm anything. If you break here, let me show you. This is the first structure now that has been created that we may be looking to break. So, and once we break that, then we know that probably we are going more, advancing more, So this is the first structure, and this is a structure of 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and probably this is a 5. That is what it's looking like now. We are going to still go inside and see that very well. So that is what it is now. The structure of 1. So if I may choose this new structure and change the color of that new count. That's the new count. We are changing it. So, and this is the next destination now. So let's go in on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, okay. This is still the structure I told you that we need to break first. Okay, that's the structure. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is what it is now. But in terms of we're looking at the manipulation here, so it's beyond 38. If you look at it, it's even a bit above 50. Well, it could still go for a 4 of the ending diagonal. So it could still go for a 4 from 2. Yeah, I think it's correct. Yeah, it could still go for a 4. Yeah, it's correct. So they manipulate structures. They're trying to change structures and do a whole lot with it. So we must be ready for that. So that is what we have here now. 1, a 2, and this is correct for a 2. And in terms of retracement of the whole path from here, from the base of that reaction. So it's not up to 50. So it's from here, it looks like a 4 that we've done a 4. So it's like a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Then this should be a 5. So looking at this is like a 1 and a 2 here. And we are almost finishing the 3rd wave. So we probably will get a reaction for the 5th wave and go further down. So let's mark something. So the internal architecture of this looks like a 2 for now. So a 1 and a 2, unfortunately, this old wave that we thought it's a 5-wave structure, that's the way they can do. So this may just be a 1 here, A, B, C, and this as a 3-wave pattern, 1, 2, 3. So it's funny. It's funny looking though, so, but we have to deal with it. But at the same time, it can end up being a very big correction here. Is either we are anticipating an A, B, C to the upside, or we are seeing this as a 4 and that this is the last wave. Either scenario would play out. And how do we do that? So in case this is an A, for this to be a B, it should not go beyond 161.8. And the same thing you will expect if this is a 4, it should not go beyond 161.8. So it's either scenario that may play out in this case now. So we are going to see where 161.8 should be. Let's look at it. So either scenario should play out. So it looks like this is a 2. And we are within a 3. This must count. We must get the 4th reaction to really show that, yes, this is a 5-wave structure. We must get a reaction, a push-up before the 5th wave. So now, because if it's not that, it can't give us a 5-wave structure to the downside if it's a B. And that will be the only thing that will differentiate that. This looks like the first part of it, and this is the second part of it. The first part, an A, B, C, and this is from here to here is a C of this structure. So the manipulation or the confusion it's really here. So this is like A, B, and a C of the B. And this is a C, and that's what it's looking like now. But we have to pay attention to this. From here to here, so that marks exactly at 161.8, where the 50 actually is on 161.8. So I won't be surprised. We must be expecting a reaction around this area. It's going to take it all. No matter what they are doing here, it's going to take it all. We may be having a first reaction around 1, 2, 3. We may be seeing that the first reaction around 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 7. Let's say around 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 7. We may be seeing the first reaction around that area to finish with 3. We may be saying that to finish with 3, and thereafter we do a push up of with 5. And if I were you can take a small you can take a small risk at 1.04, 100, maybe about 2 pips above it. Take a small risk and see if we get reaction here, and we're going to buy from there. So in our buying from there, if it's like ABC, or if it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we may anticipate that we are going to break up. Now, if it's an A, B to this point, then we're going to a C. If reaction is at 161.8, then of course, price will not go beyond 1, 2, 3 to the upside. If we get that reaction here, price shouldn't break 1, 2, 3 to the upside. We are anticipating all of this. Should not break here more than that to the upside. At least that would be, if you get a reaction, that would be the least you should expect here. That would be the least you should expect here. So, which would now signify that, okay, this structure here has been taken, but it doesn't mean anything, because it could actually be an A and a B and a C, and price is coming more down. But if we go beyond this and break this to the upside, then we now know that we are in now for a bigger A, B, C correction to the upside, and it's not a middle correction anymore. So we'll wait and see what is going to happen. So we'll update you later. Thank you.